Hello, good afternoon. River Bergen here, coming to you from the library. And just off camera over here, I have two MoonaLisa mystery bags. Very exciting. This is not a pure first impressions unboxing. I have opened these and I know what's inside, but I'm going to, but I loaded everything back in these nice muslin bags, and I'm gonna just kind of walk you through what I got. So, where to start? So I got two. This is, this one is Winter, Forests, and Gnomes mystery bag. And I'll just kind of show you actually one thing I need to kind of re-put back in here. We'll pretend like we're doing it together for the first time. So, beautiful muslin bag, some nice art on it. I was definitely kind of expecting scents that were pretty similar to what is in here. I'll take each thing out, tell you what it is, and give it a sniff. So, this is a butter-rich cream. The first time I have tried this particular product. The scent is Sweet Smoke and Gnome Woods. And I'm going to open it up, and it's wonderful. I love this so much, and this is something I would totally wear. I think that also my husband will be nuts about this. It is it's very woody. I mean, like enchanted forest planks of nutty, round, woody goodness. You know, there's a little bit of a scent of like a dampness, but it's sweet. I would actually say, you know, it's described as sweet smoke and gnome woods. I smell the sweetness more than the smoky. You don't get a whole lot of campfire here or anything like that. It really reminds me of something else that I cannot put my finger on. But it's a sweet, nutty, woody, enchanted smell, and the texture of this stuff is incredible. You can, I don't know if you can see, like it's like thick and gloopy, is kind of like butter. I don't want to put too much of it on because I want to make sure that I can smell the other things, but ooh, it feels so good. It really has a nice, very rich texture. Like it a lot. And on my skin, it blossoms even more. I get something that's like a little more like an active, something a little sharper and more bracing. But this is really it's a very nice scent that evokes sort of an enchanted forest. Next up, let's check out these bottles here. So one of these bottles is a 4-in-1 in Shire and a hair conditioner in Fernwood. Shire, I was reading a lot of reviews that people really love this. And I do too. This is definitely your kind of an evergreen scent. It's an evergreen scent, but you get a little bit more, you know, it's not straight up pine needles. I get a little bit of a hint of something kind of sweet and slightly fruity. There's a very, very subtle fruit that I think is very balancing to the evergreen, and there's also a little bit of a nice, like kind of like a pine cone or seed smell that I think keeps it from being too, I mean, it's very fresh and very cool, but there's something that grounds it a little bit. It's a really beautiful scent, and I understand why it gets such high praises. So let's check out Fernwood. Fernwood is, I feel like this is not my style of scent. It's soapy. This is like a soapy green plant smell. And it almost kind of reminds me of there's kind of a similar note that that is in like Neutrogena shampoos and conditioners. The thing that keeps it from being just sort of like a classic soap scent is there's something just a little bit more like devilish and strange about it. It's something that I think is, you know, it's very, very unisex, very fresh and clean, but with this other kind of strange, devilish, like, kind of like some sort of evil alien forest smell. I think I just got some on my nose. All right, so moving on. This is pretty adorable. This is a soap that is, and I'm having these like problems with it being blown out. It's my silly light here. There he is. He's a gnome carrying a basket, or maybe this is Santa with a bag and a basket. How different really is Santa from a gnome? I guess they're pretty different. I guess this is Santa. Sorry. The gnome suggestion, I don't know, it could be a gnome. He has kind of a little pointed mushroomy hat. Technicalities. The scent of this soap is fur up in your face. This is definitely, you know, part of the same scent family. Obviously, they came in the same mystery bag. But what's interesting about this one, and what makes it a little bit different, is there's something, like I'm detecting a little bit of something foody in it, like maybe just almost like there's just a smudge of chocolate in it. Just a hint, you know, it's like an evergreen, it's like a clean evergreen scent, but with just this touch of chocolate that makes it pretty interesting. It's a nice one. I think it's kind of hard to disagree with these so far. And then this is the last thing. This is a lip butter called There's No Place Like Gnome. And I love this. It's so interesting. And it's different than when I smelled it last night. When I smelled it last night, I was smelling like raisins and bitter chocolate liqueur. It's kind of doesn't seem quite like the same group. Now when I'm smelling it, coriander. I get like, I mean, it kind of, there's like a little bit of these sort of exotic cooking spices with raisin and like a bitter chocolate liqueur. That's what I get. And it's so interesting that I probably could have done a little bit more research on what this is, on what this is supposed to smell like, but I didn't. So I'm just going off of my impressions, and this also, I don't believe that this is a part of the sale that, the Yule sale that she has going on now. So I have no idea what it's supposed to smell like, but I get like coriander, raisins, and bitter chocolate liqueur. I love it. It's a fun one. It's a weird one. It's surprising and delightful. All right, I'm going to stop here. This will just be for my Winter Force and Gnomes mystery bag, and then my Santa's cookie workshop. I'm going to review in a different video. All right.